Hi, it's Allie from Well Dressed Rose. I run a shop on Poshmark, eBay, Depop. I have some vintage stuff on Etsy, and I occasionally dabble with Facebook Marketplace or with Mercari, which I have moved quite away from in the past few years. Anyways, I have made a promise to myself that I am going to post actual videos in 2026. I have made so many videos that I have not published, and they're just taking up room in my drive or on the cloud or wherever they are. And I'm sick of it. I want to share my knowledge with you guys. I want to share some of the funny things that have happened to me. I want to share some of the things that are like, I can't believe that happened. Whether you're a full-time reseller starting out, whether you're an old pro, whether you're just a thrift shopper, which is totally awesome. And I decided that I am going to publish my videos. I'm going to do it. So be kind to me. These are new to me, and I really enjoy stuff. Anyways, I just restarted this video because I got distracted, and so I'm going to do it though still. Anyways, so one of the things I wanted to talk about is knowing your brands within your sub-brands, within your vanity brands, whatever you want to call them, and learning them well so that you are not going out and saying, oh my gosh, I found this fantastic brand, except it is a diffusion line, which is sold in someplace that doesn't sell things very expensively. And then there's the ones that come from, that are $700 or $800 that are sold at the upscale boutiques. So just knowing those things is really important. So the first one I wanted to talk about is Ralph Lauren. Everybody knows Ralph Lauren, and we see it everywhere. But what we don't all know, and I've learned this the hard way, is that Ralph Lauren is a diffusion line of Ralph Lauren. So what that means is it is sold in other stores. It's like basically like in Macy's is a good example, and that is their Ralph Lauren brand, as you would say. And it is not the same thing. They just aren't the same thing. They're two separate things. And so great items at Macy's, great items Ralph Lauren, but they're separate. There's all sorts of other things, other brands within the Ralph Lauren brand that are kind of awesome too. And when I think of Ralph Lauren, I think of, preppy, equestrian, riding horses, old money, all of those things. And I really love the brand. I love what they stand for, but not all the pieces are super exciting to me, at least. Some of those brands within the brand, Purple Label, there's a Black Label, there's Polo Ralph Lauren, there's Vintage Polo, Vintage regular Ralph Lauren. There's so many different things in there, so many different opportunities to find something really cool. So make sure you do your research on it and figure out where you're willing to, cross over, stop, not go forward with different items within those brands, and make sure you're knowing which items are worth their worth, and your time and your energy and all those sort of stuff. So that's one of the things that I had to learn the hard way. I've done a lot of research to figure out where we're going with that, and maybe I'll do another video to talk about some of those things, because that's my goal in 2026 is to continue publishing videos. And so maybe when I get a little bit better at them, I will dig deep into that. Another brand I do want to mention too, because I have a hard time with this brand, is Michael Kors and Michael Kors Collection. Because with Michael Kors, every time I try to look at the competitive comps, the sales for the brand, it always pulls up Michael Kors and Michael Kors Collection. So the data is like super skewed. So it says the average price is like $30, which may be the case, but then it ranges from $900 to $2, right? If you're looking on eBay. So One thing I learned is that Michael Kors collection is the high-end brand. And I don't know if you guys watched Project One Way when you were younger. I did. I loved it. And I love Michael Kors, and he seems so fun, and I want to hang out with him and be his best friend. But, no, not but. Anyways, not but. Michael Kors collection is the high-end brand. I found a dress recently, which actually had that tag on it and looked amazing. And I was like, I need to figure this out. So fortunately, I was able to figure it out and figure out that that is the good part, the good brand. And just learning those things before you go out and knowing how to figure it out, especially the ones that have the same names to them, makes it a little bit more difficult. Anyways, thank you for being with me today. I have learned a lot in my reseller journey and my thrifting journey, so I'm so happy to share things with people. Make sure you hold me accountable for my next video because, again, I am doing this in 2026. All right, bye guys.